I've always went through Goodwill. I took many classes. They've gotten me several different jobs. At the time that this one happened, I really needed their help a lot, and they stepped up big time.
So I met Pat around July of 2023, and Parrish told me, hey, I have this person that just graduated. I want you to help him find a job. And I was like, okay.
After graduation, I talked with her in the halls of Goodwill, and I said, hey, I'm fixing to graduate and I need a job, and what do I need to do?
He just needed a little refresher of how to look for a job and how to present himself in an interview and stuff. So I just kind of worked with him on that.
I did security work previously, and I had to take some time off because my mom had cancer, and then thought, well, why don't I get back into security work?
Parrish said something about, hey, I think USBMX is hiring. You might want to try to help him apply. So I met Neaton. Neaton was really helpful. He told me a lot about what they had done.
Goodwill's job coach reached out to us and said that they had a client that had some very specific set of needs that they had that would be a good fit for a specific organization like ours. So when we brought Pat in and visited with him, it was great to find out what he was looking for, and the fact that we had a facility like USA BMX here that would be a good fit for him.
We needed somebody who was dependable, who we could rely on to be very courteous with our guests and visitors that we have coming in at night. This has been a destination for people who are traveling, and if they come through late in the evening, we want them to understand that they can still, peek through the gate and everything, but not be ran off by security being too harsh or anything.
And the more I got to know Pat, I felt like this would be really good because he likes cars and he likes Route 66, and it'd be a good environment for him because it's not overly stressful, but you'd still get to utilize the skills he's had.
At first, I wasn't real polite. And she worked with me and got me where I am today.
We talked about it, and I just said, if you want a job, you have to put your best foot forward. And I said, I haven't seen that. So I just need you to do that for me. And it clicked.
This was the post I was offered. I got to talk with some of the guards that were here previously. I worked with one a couple of nights, and I liked it. And they asked me would I like this post. I said, sure, I'd love to have it.
One of the things about Pat that we appreciate, when we're running a mundane day or a mundane evening, that's no problem. But when we have 3,500, 4,000 people here, Pat can go with the flow very well, and he knows when to step in and when to step back. And that's very relevant for someone in the security industry to have that skill set where they can read the crowd, read the people, and know when they need to intervene and when they don't.
I helped him make sure he understood the app on his phone and how to download it and how to text the boss and let him know he was there. Just what the expectations were, because the place is closed. So, we're kind of the eyes and ears of the place. He already knew what to do. So we just talked about what do you do in a certain situation.
I walk around the compound about every 30 minutes or change it up maybe every 15 minutes so I don't have a normal schedule. I walk the outside both ways, then I walk the inside just to see if there's anything out of place and check the gates and make sure everything is closed like it's supposed to be.
Pat's got a very good radar for knowing what the situation is and when it's time to call in someone for help or when it's time to just talk to them himself and coach them and move them forward.
Just how I was raised, you come in early, you stay late. To me, it's just another day.
Pat's someone that we can depend on, we rely on, and we can communicate with Pat in the middle of the night, all different hours. Pat texts me every evening when he comes on shift and lets me know he's here. And then he texts me when his shift is done as well. So it's less like having a security person, more like having a friend watch your place at night, and that gives us peace of mind.
The BMX family here, they brought me into a family and said, hey, if you ever need help, we're here. And they've really stepped up.
I really wanted to empower him and make him as independent as possible, but also let him know, hey, you've got somebody that's got your back.
They will help you in whatever areas or area you need. Goodwill really helped me in several ways, and I'm very grateful for them and the company I work for, All Night Security, to actually give me this chance.